The problem is, there's companies who jump on the back of all... Do you know when I was in the jungle? When I was in the jungle, right? On that travel thing.
Yep.
I was in that tribe, right? Now, some company had given that tribe a laptop because it makes them look good. They can send out a press release. Well done to so-and-so computers.
Right.
They supplied the tribe in, out to Amazon with a computer. I saw it. They were using it as a breadboard because they don't know what it is. They've got no electric. It's useless to them.
Right.
And that's what charity does.
Right.
Companies use it to make them look good. When I was there and I really needed to go to the toilet, I was thinking, tribe, I wonder what their toilet facilities are like, right? Thinking it might be better than just doing it in a hole. Surely they've built a toilet. They're not stupid people. They kill animals. They know what they're doing. They know how to cook. Surely they've built some sort of unit. Turns out they don't. They still do it in a hole. But some company had been there, some plumbing firm, and given them a toilet, right? The bloke who, the producer who was out there, he said, you'll be happy. There's a toilet round the back there. I'm thinking, brilliant. I go round there. It is a toilet, but it's not plumbed in.
Sure.
So it's just a vase with shit in it. It doesn't work, and this is what we need to do. We need to get out there and say, this is how it works. Educate them.
Okay, so let's do this then. So it's with the seeds. You're not giving her. So I'm a starving African. Hello, Carl. Have you got any food? Got any food? Got any sandwiches?
Well,
I'm
I
starving.
have, but if I give you my sandwich, there's someone else behind you, and they'll all come out.
So what are you going to do then? What are you going to do?
I'm going to help you.
How? What are you going to do?
I'm gonna make you think about how to make food.
Oh, okay, right.
Have you ever grown anything before?
No.
Right, well, here's some seeds for potatoes.
Brilliant. Oh, thanks, Carl. See you later. Do I just put them in the ground, yeah?
Put them in the ground and water them.
Oh, there's no water, you dopey cunt.
There is some
No,
water.
there's no water, you dopey cunt. That's why we're starving, you dopey cunt.
Right, well, at that point, that's where I go, well, this is a lost cause here.
Right.
There's no point.
Can I have your sandwich after all?
No,
or
you're
what?
not having it. You're not having it now.
So not only can I have a sandwich, you give me seeds with no water, you useless, bald-headed fucking twonk.
Right, but all I've done there is made the mistake of the computer firm who's given a laptop to a tribe.
Right.
It's useless.
Right.
But there's got to be another way around this.
Go on then.
Either move,
right?
Because every year they're going to be queuing up saying, "I'm hungry, give me a sandwich." No, you're not having another sandwich.
Once again, it's an utterly ill-informed discussion.
I'm just saying, there's no point queuing up every year. Do you want a sandwich? Here's a sandwich.
But Carl,
the next year, can I have a sandwich? Where's your brother? He died.
Here we go, we were laughing at Carl! Can we focus on one person at a time, Rick, please? Let's destroy him first.
Oh, God. Tell him what you said to me when that record was playing about the Jaffa Cakes. He bought some Jaffa Cakes, which was lovely. He went across the road and he handed out the Jaffa Cakes. And then I went, oh, thanks very much. And then what did you say?
I just remember learning at school, I'm not, like, making fun of the illness, because it's not funny, but, they cure cancer.
Jaffa Cakes cure cancer?
Not like, fully.
Right. They just go some way to helping.
Yeah. Do you know, it'll sort of help. If you've got it, you can't say, right, get me a load of Jaffa Cakes.
Right.
But I think it sort of puts a bit of a stop to it if you haven't got it. Do you know what I mean? It's like having vitamin tablets.
Is this medically proven? Should we get Dr. Fox down here to confirm that?
I can't. I actually can't cope. You're just play a record.
Can I just, if anyone has ever survived cancer thanks to Jaffa Cakes, please call in.
No, but I didn't say
He
that.
said, and then he went, it's the orange thing in it. And then he tried to read it. He said, I wonder if it's, and he tried to read out this scientific name.
How did you meet Suzanne?
That was when I was working with her, and she gave me 20p for the hot chocolate machine. She never asked for it back. Thought she's alright. Been there sort of 11 years, so it works.
Has she ever given you that? You've never given that 20p
never
back?
asked for it back.
Did you return the favour, perhaps on the next date? You buy her a Kit Kat or something?
No, I don't think I did. I think word got out that she liked me and that. And what did I do? I think I did some work for her, did some editing for her, to sort of show off my skills and that.
Sure.
And she was like, "Oh, you're good at this, aren't you?" I was like, "Yeah." And I think she got us another drink because I was doing that editing for her in my own time.
So you're up on the deal, aren't you?
Because I know now, I know for a fact, you've not spent any money on her in 11 years, so you're 40p up.
At least.
But at the moment, we've got Rockbusters.
Okay.
So, these are mine. Number 1. You've been dunking that for too long. That's LB. Right, so...
Oh god, that's too easy. That's too easy.
I always tease them, don't I? Give them something to make them feel like they're going to win something, and then I hit them hard with a tricky one.
That doesn't make sense. Yeah, go on.
So, the first one, so that's the cryptic clue for a band or an artist. Their initials are LB, and the cryptic clue, you've been dunking that for too long.
Yeah.
So that's the first one. Second one, you won't be able to play that game in this pub, because the table ain't big enough. Right? Could be an old artist, could be a new one, could be a band.
What's the initials?
FD. Alright? FD. You won't be able to play that game in this pub. The table ain't big enough. And the final one, well, I've had a rubbish day, so I'm happy it's over. Right? That's the third cryptic clue, the initials being GK. Right?
Yeah.
Well, I've had a rubbish day, so I'm happy it's over. They're the 3 clues. All you gotta do is email in ricky.gervais.
That's great! That's genius!
Which one?
The last one.
Right?
That is genius. That's the best one you've ever done.
Right? Ricky.gervais.
That's great. I don't know the middle one.
.UK.
Okay.
Email in them 3 answers, you win the stuff. We have still got Cheers for that, Oliver. Olivia.
Yeah.
Don't see your email coming up with the Rockbusters answers, so let's
you better give us the answers
let's
again.
give them out. The first one was you've been dunking that for too long. That was LB.
Limp Biscuit.
Limp Biscuit.
Yeah, got that one.
The third one, we'll jump to that one because you've got it. Well, I've had a rubbish day, so I'm happy it's all over. That was GK.
That's a great one.
That's
Gladys Knight.
Glad it's night. That is brilliant, Carl.
And the one that you're both having a problem with, you won't be able to play that game in this pub. The table ain't big enough. FD.
Go on.
Fats Domino. Yeah?
What?
The dominoes. You play dominoes in a pub. The dominoes fat. Pub tables are quite small. You won't be able to play that game in this pub. Fats Domino.
Rubbish.
So, do you want to pick a winner? Random
Rubbish.
Winner?
Well,
Random winner?
you say it's rubbish, but plenty of people got the right answer.
Rubbish.
Who do you want to go with?
The bunch of slightly rubbish prizes is going to Elliot K from Chigwell in Essex. Well done to Elliot.
I just before we go.
Do you know I've been to my mum and dad's? Right, I was talking to my mum about stuff.
All right.
And she was saying how this flower solved a crime. What happened was there was a murder right, in an office. So they said it's obvious that someone who works in the office did this murder because that person's only a sort of a typist. He has, you know, they've done nothing wrong. So they said that's narrowed it down, right? So this flower man came in and he said, I can sort this out for you. So they said, what do you mean? He said, well, during the murder, the plant was knocked off the cabinet.
Yeah.
Right.
And he had some special wires that he can put on the flower, on the flower, and it's sort of shaking and stuff. Because even though you can't see it, flowers pick up bad vibes and what have you. If you shake a plant, it doesn't like it.
Okay.
Right? So what happened was, he said, right, what we'll do, we'll put the plant back on the shelf.
Yep.
We'll water it, we'll calm it down. Then get
a nice cup of tea.
Then get every member of staff to come in the room and just go near the flower.
Right.
So don't tell them.
So like a lineup for the flower.
Kind of.
Kind of like a lineup.
But
Sure.
don't tell them what we're doing. Just send them in and say, stand by that cabinet where the murder happened and what have you.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a long day. They were getting through a lot of stuff. It was a big office block.
Yeah.
They were going, this isn't working. You know, the flower's not budging. Suddenly, they get into like the last part of the day when they were almost giving up.
They call in a sketch artist. The plant gives them a...
Some caretaker fella.
Caretaker, yeah.
Said, go over there.
Was it?
You
Was
know,
it an
so-
old man that? I mean, because Scooby-Doo didn't like him from the beginning.
No.
So you know, is that why is that janitor so evil?
They send the caretaker over to the plant. He's going, you know, he's thinking I've got away with this.
Of course.
Plant starts shaking, what have you. They did him.
Okay, wait a minute then. So, was there any other evidence?
Was that the only evidence they used in the trial?
Well, no, it's one of them things, though. Imagine it, if you're that caretaker and you're thinking, I've got away with this, then suddenly a plant grosses you up. You weren't expecting that. So suddenly you're off guard.
and you go, okay, can't get that chrysanthemum away from me, I did it. You're talking absolute bollocks. That was one of the most nonsense pieces of shit I've ever heard in my life.
Listen, well, it happened, but
it didn't happen.
Said it.
Once, right, I was talking about this in the week, actually. We had this, teacher, and he must have been sort of 60 then, right? And we're all about sort of like 12. We had to do French. You had to put your thing on the booth, and it was I told you something. Le chat est the, you know, all that, right? And répété, cats on the wall, right? And he'd repeat it in French, and of course everyone was going F. C, just for fun, and he heard this, and he listened back to all of them, and he realised it goes, and he went mental. He went, I don't believe this! Do you know how much these cost? He was going mad, and he was going red and bursting, like Karl was earlier, and it was like, I can't stand this anymore. Anyway, he picked up an exercise book, he said, look at this exercise book! Look! And, I won't say the kid's name, he went, so-and-so, look, oh look, he's put, and I'll change his name, Smithers. He went, oh look, he's put Smithers in his shit. He goes, he's got Clever on this side. He's put Smithers in a lump of shit. That's good, right? And he went berserk. He went, oh look, he's drawn a picture of a penis with wings, and he's written underneath Dicky Bird. He went, is that clever? He went, do you want me to put a piece of paper up so you can come and write swear words and draw ladies' genitals all day? And I went, like that laughed. He went, I'm glad you think it's funny, Mr. Gervais! And he stormed out.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And did he ever come back?
No, but we put the bit of paper up for him and said, look what we've done, you sir. That's a fanny. Yeah. There's some knobs. Life on Mars, with that great lyric by David Bowie.
Indeed. Yeah. Although, it's not quite as good as, what was the one, was it Jeff Lynne? The chances of anything coming from Mars are a million to one, and yet they come.
Yeah, and still they come.
I
wonder what you get. Would you get that on Ladbrokes?
I'd like to.
A million to one.
But it's a million to one, and still they come.
Yeah. They didn't know the odds. They go, what are you doing? It's a million to one. It's what?
Some guy.
There's a million to one on you. We should have put a bet on. You didn't tell me you were coming.
Notified us. We could have split it 50-50.
We could have fiddled it a little bit. I could have gone, wow. I could have probably got them up to a million and a half.
Gorg, what?
Now you're here. We're never going to get good odds.
Oh, Gorg. The chances of that. The chances of that happening were a million to one.
What have you come for? They've probably come for that.
Well, why didn't you sneak in?
They've come for that quash drink, haven't they, again?
You could have snuck down.
What are
you
you
could have
doing?
let us know and flown back and then made another one.
You know that fella? We come for that drink you call quash. I bet he'd get off with snork. Wouldn't he?
Are you thinking of weird stuff again? You're thinking of crazy ideas again? What about those Smash aliens?
Yeah.
A lot of screaming.
Tell them about that emo you just got. Right, I got to tell I nearly said the fans! People who happen to be listening to XFM waiting for the person after us. Who's on next?
Natasha. The football show.
Right, Steve was genuinely annoyed. I laughed, right? Steve was genuinely annoyed. He doesn't like rudeness or people insulting him from a distance.
I'm not sure I can find it.
Oh, what was it? Oh, you got to find it.
Well, hang on, let me,
Oh, hang on.
This is good radio as well, the sound of a mouse clicking in the distance.
Well,
I'll just keep talking. I'll just keep talking.
You can come up with some magic.
What was Scooby-Doo on about? A talking dog? That's a bit weird, isn't it? And then, right, what was that? Wacky Moses. I don't know, wait a minute. So why did they run, the cavemen, if they, the car?
I've got it. I've got it.
Right.
Okay, this is an email. This is an email that was sent through.
Right.
And this is my feeling. I think if you're going to email an insult, you've got to at least be clear what the insult is. You can't make me do the work. You can't make me try and guess or figure out.
No, it's like sending someone hate mail and they have to pay postage.
Yeah, exactly.
You go, well, if you're gonna,
exactly. Or making an obscene phone call, but collect.
The postman charges you 25p before he hands you a letter bomb.
Yeah.
Go on.
It says, merchant. It opens with merchant. Who are you, call sad, exclamation mark. At least my mother still don't cut my hair. Merchant. Who are you, call sad? At least my mother still don't cut my hair.
Is it an anagram?
I don't know. I feel like it's been translated from the French.
Yeah, it's a Japanese fella who hates you.
Exactly.
And he's got a Japanese English dictionary. It's just literal. So, how does he know your mum cuts your hair then? You've never said that on there, have you?
It's not true, Gervais.
Can I just say, I think your hair looks really nice,
Thanks so
Lee.
much.
I've known you for about 5 years now, and it looks lovely.
I laughed at you needing someone to say it. It looks fine. Yeah, it looks good.
What do you mean it looks fine?
It does look good. It looks good. He's got a little bit of product on it, hasn't he?
Yeah, it has.
Maybe I have. Maybe I
A little
have.
bit of hair gel. What do you use?
Maybe Gavin had his fingers all over it yesterday. Yeah, I have my hair cut by Gavin of West Hampstead.
Is
He
it
does a
called?
good
Is
job.
that what it's called, Gavin? Or is he a bloke who works in?
It's Gavin who works in
Do
the
you
barber
use
shop.
that fudge stuff? on
Sorry,
your
is
hair?
that, no. But
I
seriously,
use a form of clay, a moulding clay.
Yeah, that's
Gavin recommended it.
Yeah.
Gavin recommended it, and I've been very happy so far.
Hold on though.
Rick, what do you use?
I don't.
Yeah.
Don't. I just sort of.
Well, that's obvious.
No, I just sort of like comb it back and whatever way it falls, really.
Yeah.
Muse, Plug-in Baby on XFM 104.9.
Rick,
Ricky Gervais, go on.
Well, yeah, but I know you guys are laughing about the height thing, and for those that have only just tuned in, I am 6'7" tall, which is tall and that's big, and I pride myself on it in a way. I've worked hard, I've not smoked, I ate well,
Yeah.
It's an accomplishment, but obviously I didn't have much involvement in it. I just am, and it's a curse because mainly the problem is that you can't get stuff, you can't get clothes, you can't get shoes.
Yeah.
Size
He's size 14 feet.
Yeah, but it is genuine, and I don't know. I mean, it costs a lot to buy a pair of size 14 shoes, and if you were genuinely poor, I don't know how you'd afford to be tall because the clothing costs more, everything costs more.
I've seen this in comics that you'd actually go to school in a barrel
Wearing a barrel
with
right.
just braces. It'd just be a barrel like that, and you'd have sort of flip flops, and you'd take a mule with you. They all had a mule, didn't they? The
But
poor
people
people.
always think you'll be in a pub or something, and people just think they can talk to you about it. They just think, hey, oh, you lanky, it's just like because it's like they.
But that
think,
really annoys you,
but
doesn't it?
Well, it annoys me because it's like they think I should be proud of it. Like
Well,
it's
exactly,
an
but
accomplishment.
they don't think that this is not a disadvantage. This is not a disability, is it? You're taller than most people. It might
It is
get
a disability
no.
if
If you were 8'3", it'd be slightly debilitating. You would, but
Disabilitating?
you're what?
Disabilitating? Yeah. No, you're a medical man, aren't you? Eh? But no, the point is, it's a disabilitating because when you go on public transport, like if you're on a coach,
Yeah.
the only place I can sit on a coach is that seat
On the driver's lap.
either on the driver's lap or that seat at the very end.
Yeah.
Which sits into the aisle.
Yeah.
That's the only place I can
Well,
sit.
you sta-
and there's
stand
always
up-
some sort of
stand
kids at
up-
the back waving at drivers.
You could
in that
drive
seat.
it from the back.
Here it comes. Watch it.
Were you a tall baby? Or
Mr. and Mrs. Merchant, you've given birth to a basketball player. Look at his dribble already. Were you a tall baby? Babies aren't tall.
at what point did you suddenly Jesus, nothing fits me?
Well, it didn't happen overnight, Carl.
Let's do a little graph. How tall were you at 5?
Oh, I don't know. 3 foot,
3 foot. How tall were you at 12?
6 foot.
6. What are you really?
I don't know, do I? How do I remember? I don't remember this.
Well, when did teachers start calling you freak boy and
Rarely,
lanky?
They didn't. It wasn't
Didn't they?
so much. It was no.
You went to a funny school. I went bowling with him once. Well, I'd never been bowling before, and he'd been once before. And he went, "Let's go to this bowl." We went to a bowling alley, right? And you have to wear these special shoes. Now they're sort of like pointed things anyway, and they're multicoloured, sort of red and green. They look pretty weird. And the woman said to me, "Oh, what size?" I said, "Oh, 8." She went, "Yeah." "What size are you?" He went, 14. She went, 14. He went, "You probably haven't got them." She goes, "Yeah, I think we have got one pair." And she put them on the table, and it was like Krusty the Clown. And I just started laughing. They looked so long, and he had to run round this bowling alley in these freaky clown
But
shoes.
they don't look freaky clown like when I'm wearing them, because the rest of me is in proportion to it.
And can I just say that I really look forward to this show. Right, I get, oh great, we're going to do a show and we're going to play some tracks we like and have a laugh. But now I'm looking forward to meeting Carl.
Of course.
Honestly, I come in and I see his face and then I go, alright, and I'm, just great, like just a little friend. Do you know what I mean? You know when a kid comes on to play with a friend, you go, oh, and can I come out to play? And it's like little friends. It's like that with Carl.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
because we don't see him in the week, you see. We deliberately stay away from him in the week so that he'll be
Yeah.
fresh to us.
It was, go on.
You start off friendly, like you did today, and then as soon as Steve turns up, you start getting nasty and saying things about my little bald head.
No, I said, look, okay, right, listen, let me explain. Carl was making the tea, and you know those bins, the sort of like a round sort of Metal Mickey type bin that you can take off the thing? I went, oh, that would make a good little helmet. It would make it look like Metal Mickey because it's the same shape as his head.
Sure.
Right? And I put it on, and
So far, so good, Rick. No problem there. That's just two mates having a laugh.
right.
You're putting a bin on another man's head.
Right, it's right. So I put it on, and the swing bit, through gravity and the angle, swung and hit him in the nose.
Sure.
Right? he went, ow! And I went, I said something like, it's alright.
Yeah, of course, because you were being amused.
Yeah, I said, it's alright, don't worry.
Yeah.
And he went, no, I've just washed my hair.
Yeah.
That annoyed me.
That did annoy you, sure.
Because there was lots of, like, shit and coffee and horrible, gunk.
In his hair, or?
No, in the, in the inside of the bin.
Sure.
But what annoyed me is, he's hardly got any hair.
Let's be honest, he looks like Moby.
Yeah, so I said, I took the bin off.
Yeah.
And I was having a laugh, and I thought, you
ruined my
twat.
fun, is what
Do you
you
know what I
thought.
mean? I said, what's your hair? I said, we could do that now in 30 seconds. And he looked at me like I was in the wrong.
I know. Rick, that annoys me about
I
him.
know.
That does annoy me about him. But otherwise, he's like childlike.
Yeah,
You know, in so
he's
many other
great.
ways. He doesn't understand that he's hurting your emotions and your feelings. Badly Drawn Boy, Once Around the Block. Classic, a retro cut.
Getting a bit sad now, Steve. 20 minutes.
Indeed. You're right.
I've got so much to say. I've got so much to leave people with about Karl. All the things he's done. Looking back, Karl, do you remember when I put up the waste paper bin on your head?
Classic.
Classic time, yeah.
Yeah, do you remember that? What did I do to you today?
Well, you tried to bring the same memories flooding back to me by putting the same grotty bin on my head, but the annoying thing was, last time we did it was quite a new bin.
Yeah.
Did it today, it's rank, all sorts of stuff on it.
What else did I do when I saw you go around the corner down there? Go on.
I went to get the paperwork and that you need to produce the show.
Yeah.
And, came round the corner, Ricky was sort of hiding, and I was concentrating, reading stuff, and he goes,
I don't imagine it was as soft and gentle as that. I imagine it was more like... Exactly.
Like that. And I tell you what, I nearly exploded, because he sort of hopped on one leg, right? And look, he sort of, I don't know why I'm doing this, but he sort of was walking out and on, we're looking down, and I went, and he hopped like that, and his
Rest assured, listeners, that if you were here, it's not any funnier than it is if you were listening at home. It's only amusing to Ricky.
But I tell you what, it makes you feel really refreshed.
He was going on and having a heart attack like that, and I was only having a heart attack laughing, and he went, I feel good now. He said, I can see why people skydive. He said that would be good for people that were ill. Oh, Karl.
They've made me feel fresh.
How am I gonna live without Karl for 14 weeks?
Oh, you'll find other people to irritate. Nelly, Ride With Me. That's featuring City Spud. I don't know if you're aware of that, but there we are. Good, nice summer tune.
Karl, tell Steve what you just told me when Steve was in the toilet then.
Right, you know, I'd just been away with my mum and dad and that. And one of the things I always like doing is having a good chat with my dad about stuff he got up to when he was a kid and that.
Yeah.
Right, because he got up to loads of stuff, and every time I see him, he tells me something, and I think, it's like, why are you just telling me that now? It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Right? So,
I mean, to me, he's kind of like Ronnie Biggs or someone. He's just the most extraordinary kind of...
well, this happened, right?
character.
I can't remember. There was a delay yesterday. There was problems on the Paddington line, and he was saying, "Oh, trains aren't what they used to be."
Sure.
He said, I was
They
looking.
used to be horses, didn't they?
Well, he was looking in the booklet, and it was saying how you can have your bags collected if you want, but it costs you £5.
Yeah.
So that's outrageous.
Sure, of course.
Right, so he said that's the problem with this country. We've got good with computers and that, but when it comes to, like, getting service, it's gone out the window.
Yeah.
Right? So he said, when I worked on the trains, and he was going on like this, that and the other, so I said, oh, I didn't know you worked on the trains. He said, yeah, when I was 18, right, it was his job to get the coal, right, and chuck it in the engine. Right? And one day he's in Grand Central Station in Manchester, which is now the GMEX Centre.
Right.
Right? And that was like the main station. And he was in there. The fella who should have been sort of driving the train, right? He said, oh, I'm just nipping to the pub.
Sure.
So you just stay here, keep the engine topped up and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah.
For a quick getaway.
Yeah.
Right? So the fella goes in the pub, and my dad's in there, putting the coal on. He did his bacon and eggs on a little shovel.
Yeah, yeah.
And anyway, fella comes up. He says, right, can you move the train forward now?
Oh, blimey.
So he was like, oh. So he didn't want to say, oh, the fella's in the pub, because he'd know, he'd say, what's he doing in the pub? He should be working, right? So he said, yeah, no problem, I'll sort it out. Right, so he puts it into gear, or whatever you do on them trains,
Sure,
right?
puts it into first, yeah.
Starts going forward, Now, people who don't know about trains, something that I learnt is if you're carrying a load of coal or whatever on the back of it, they don't have brakes on each carriage, right? It's only the engine that has brakes on it. So when you pull the brakes on the engine, the whole weight of what it's pulling is pushing you forward.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So he doesn't realise this though, because he's just used to cooking bacon and eggs and chucking coal in.
Of course,
thing,
yeah.
right?
So you've got to slam the brakes on sooner than you would normally.
Yeah.
Well, you have to anticipate it, I suppose. Yeah.
But he didn't know that,
course
so
he didn't,
he's
yeah.
pulling in, he's thinking, right,
Well, he's a Pilkington.
I'll put the brakes on now.
Yeah.
Right? Puts the brakes on, the train just keeps going, he's going, oh god, it's not stopping.
Sure.
It ploughs right through the signal box. Right? Loads
The
of
baboon
damage.
pulling the singles don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Loads of damage done. Apparently, if it was today's money,
Yeah.
it'd be about £3 to £4 million worth of damage. It shut the station off for 4 weeks. But he didn't lose his job. The fella lost his job, the one who was in the pub.
Yeah.
He said the funny thing was, he said like £4 million worth of damage. He did his ankle, his wrist in. He had 3 weeks off sick and got paid. So it's brilliant. So
I love your family.
It's extraordinary. The Pilkington gene.
weird, isn't it?
I'd like to see a documentary following you and your family. You'd have to get the family involved.
No, the sort of stuff my dad goes on about. They'd never put it on telly.
Well, obviously, Karl was out with me last night, and he saw that I'm, he knows I'm a ladies' man, and that was obvious, Karl. You could see the vibe around me, couldn't you, when the chicks were talking to me. And, just remembered recently, actually, I was on a train coming back from, hometown Bristol. And I was on the train, and, this girl walks on, good-looking girl. I thought, hey up. Largely empty carriage. I'm thinking, my luck's in. Because I take every opportunity, Karl. That's the thing about me. I don't choose. She was a good-looking girl. She sat down. I thought she sat down right near me. I thought, brilliant. As this guy comes up behind her, and I think it's probably a boyfriend or something. Sits down next to her, and I listened in on the conversation, obviously, because I'm pretending to read. It was very clever. I read the same page for hours. So I was pretending to listen. I was listening but pretending to read. And I realised that it's not her boyfriend or anything. It's just some guy she's met on the platform. And I'm thinking, brilliant, if she's the kind of girl who's just going to start talking to someone, on a platform, on a train, brilliant, I'm going to be in here. Because he was only going one stop. So I'm thinking, what's the worst that can happen? He'll nick off, I'll get chatting to her, and who knows, I could join the... is there a train equivalent?
Foot High Club.
The Foot High Club, brilliant. And, so I'm excited, and I'm listening in. And, it turns out that they're both kind of, graduates, they've just finished university, or they're coming to their finals or something. And they're chatting away, and he's making a couple of witticisms, and she's kind of tittering at his jokes. I'm thinking, well, I'll tell you this, if she's laughing at this kind of material, I am gonna blow her away, with my kind of anecdotes and wry observations, 'cause
Yeah.
it was weak stuff, I gotta be honest.
Really?
He was coming out with nothing. He was running on empty, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And she was loving it. So I'm thinking, brilliant, I'm gonna be right in here. And then they get moving on to higher brow things, and I think she was going to study kind of Marxism or something like that, or communism, something. And she was asking him, by way of conversation, she was asking him what he knew about Marxism, And he was fumbling for his vague knowledge of it that he had in his life. And I'm just sat there thinking, yeah, come on, love. In any given capitalist environment, the proletariat will revolt against their oppression by the bourgeoisie, and after a brief period of socialist rule, emerges a classist society governed by community cooperation.
Well, if that sort of talk wouldn't get a woman hot, I don't
Come
know.
on,
I don't
Rick.
know what you'd use.
If
then
Marx and Engels is not
Doesn't-
going to get a woman sweaty down below,
I
then
know.
nothing is.
No.
Then my name is
You're
not
just
Steve
biding
Merchant.
your time, yeah?
Exactly. I
Yeah,
thought,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just going to go in for the kill any
Yeah,
minute.
yeah.
So anyway, it comes to his stop, right? He gets out. I'm thinking, this is a piece of cake. And he gets off, and off he goes. He walks off. And I'm thinking, brilliant. And I thought, I'll wait till the train's pulled away. I'm not going to leap in straight away.
No.
And he comes back along the carriage. And I'm thinking, hang on a minute. He goes, listen, do you mind if I give you my email address?
Oh.
Right? And if you want to get in touch, email me. I'm thinking, come on, you loser. Get off now. Save your face, please,
Yeah.
before it's too embarrassing. She accepts the email address because she obviously doesn't want to hurt his feelings, whatever. I'm thinking, fair enough. She's a good woman. I'm liking her. I'm
Yeah.
loving her. I'm thinking, that's my kind of girl. So anyway, he gets off. I'm sat there, the train pulls away. I'm thinking, yeah, I'll wait a few minutes, I'll just, give it some time. Her phone rings. It's her friend on the phone. And, she starts saying, and I was listening in, and she was going, yeah, just met a guy on the train. I'm thinking, yeah, that's true enough. She goes, yeah, he was a good-looking guy. I thought, you're having a laugh, love. To be honest. Because I was looking at him, and she said to her friend, he looks a bit like tennis player Boris Becker. I thought, well, you should be so lucky, frankly, because I saw him. He had awful facial hair, if that's what makes him look like Boris Becker. Terrible little goatee beard. It was laughable. I thought I don't know. And then she goes to think, and she's like, yeah, I met him, we got chatting and stuff, you know. And she was going, it's not often that you meet someone, you know, generally in life, who's, you know, kind of thoughtful and intelligent and funny. I thought to myself, I'm not even going to waste my time with you, love. Frankly, if that's what you thought of him.
You just walked away.
And I'll be honest with you, I didn't even bother talking to her.
No, you were
I
just
didn't even
above
waste
it.
my time with
If
her.
she thinks that bloke is not
If
only
she thought
great
he was
looking,
funny,
but
great
funny
looking-
and intelligent, and she got on well, and he was polite, and it was a chance meeting, and he thought, and she thought that you were like a freaky looking dork who didn't even have the nerve to
If
speak.
that is what
if that's
she
what
was
she
thinking,
thinks,
then
then
I
she's
don't
not-
want to know her.
I couldn't. You walked away, and good luck to you.
And I have my dignity intact.
Yes, and she's nothing. Now, it better be a good one, Carl. Have we got, Rockbusters?
Yeah.
To win those prizes? Check. Have we got Monkey News?
Check.
Is it a real Monkey News, or is it something that's
is.
slightly made
Always
up that
is.
you... What?
Always is. Check.
Okay.
Making plans for Nigel XTC. Okay, let's play the jingle.
Oh, chimpanzee that Monkey News.
Right, this happened in Pittsburgh, right? There was a rock band, and they've got this studio in Pittsburgh and what have you, and they're laying down tracks and stuff like that. And in the studio that they use, right, there's this monkey works there. Right,
I love the way he throws that in. Like he throws that in, this monkey works there.
No, it's just got a little gig there. He sort of it carries the equipment in, guitars. Stuff like that.
It doesn't.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
He just sort of cleans up after the band.
No, he doesn't.
Emptying the ashtrays.
Doesn't
that sort of
happen.
stuff. It
Doesn't
does.
happen.
That's the gig it's got. Anyway, right.
Gets women out of the crowd that they want to go visit with.
With one arm.
Drag them back.
So anyway, right. So the band's in the studio, right? And one of the band members brings some A&R fella to the studio to have a listen to the latest track. Right?
Yeah.
So they hit play, and they're all there going, "Yeah, brilliant, this is good."
Oh no.
Anyway, so the fella says, "Yeah, I like the track. I especially like the bass on it." Right.
Right, it's 'cause this is bullshit.
So
This is rubbish.
So
And they hadn't laid down a bass track?
so this is. Have you heard it? So
Carl,
weird
please
thing
don't
is,
do this
right,
to
so
me.
the A&R fella goes, and
Yeah.
it's like, the band members are stood about, and they're going, "That's good that you liked it." And I'm saying, "Yeah, but what's he on about with the bass?" So they played it
No,
back.
this is rubbish. This is absolute rubbish. Where did you get this from?
Please, because we never get
Where
to the
did you
end.
get
Let's hear it.
this?
Let's
Is
hear it.
absolute nonsense.
So they played it back.
Yeah,
right?
and it's the chimp playing bass. Definitely not.
So they were like, "That's weird. We haven't got a bassist." Anyway, so they go, "Well, whatever." Right? So
We
they
haven't
leave.
got a bassist.
So
They go, whatever, let's go home.
Ah, forget it.
Right, okay, Carl. That's ridiculous. 3 amazing scientific facts, one of which is spurious. Okay? Okay, 1. Girls can't throw because the part of their brain that allow men to throw properly in a girl is used up in emotion. 2. Gravity isn't instantaneous, it works at the speed of light. The force of gravity. 3. Statistically, you're more likely to be trampled by a donkey than dying in a plane crash.
No, even though the last one sounds daft, I think I've read that about the donkey thing.
Okay.
So girls. What's the first one?
Girls can't throw properly because the part of the brain that allow men to throw is used up in emotion in a woman. Gravity isn't instantaneous, it works at the speed of light. So when you drop something, the force kicks in at the speed of light.
What do you reckon, Steve?
Well, it's not for me to say.
Is this a trick one where none of them are ridiculous? Or
No, one of them's
is?
one of those 3. One of those 3 is not true.
Right, well, it's definitely not the donkey, right? So, I reckon the girl one, throwing stuff.
Is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well done.
Correct. Well
Very
done.
well done indeed.
Yeah.
Very well done indeed.
That's 2 out of 2 he's got so far.
Well, there you
Yeah.
go. Well, I'll teach you some stuff now, right?
I've always been fascinated by the donkey fact, because it is an extraordinary fact that more people are killed apparently by donkeys
Yeah.
than they are by airplane crashes.
Well, I suppose in countries where they're used and
Yeah.
used a lot, that they they go a bit mad and squash it.
But my concern is that when you go on a plane, there's so many checks. I mean, it takes 40 minutes to go through all the checks: the air pressure, the cabin pressure, the fuel, checking the flights, the takeoff, all the rest of it. Our checks for donkeys.
Nothing.
Did someone close the gate? I think so.
Exactly.
That's our
Is he
donkey
annoyed?
checks.
Is he annoyed or not? You're not working him too hard, are you? Yeah. He's got his hand. Is there two holes for the ears? Yes.
Well, I think that's what's happening. I don't think it's accident. I think they're picking us off. I think they're so annoyed that a nickname for them is ass.
Yeah.
And they've got to wear the little hat. You know, they've got to ride kids. You know, give kids rides on the beach. And I think they're just sort of annoyed.
Yeah.
Maybe they're sort of just picking us off one by one.
Yeah.
Teaching us a lesson.
If we had the same stringent checks
Exactly.
on donkeys as we do on international flights, maybe there'd be a little less death.
Exactly. Wise words.
Cheers.
Wise, if slightly incoherent words. I was watching Moonraker. It was on, I think it was last week.
Yeah.
I don't know how familiar you are with the James Bond films.
I don't think I've ever watched a Bond film from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I've never watched one on DVD, and I've never gone to cinema to watch one, and I'm not usually in on Easter Saturday.
Exactly.
Honestly.
The thing about James Bond, when I was younger, I thought he was amazing. I just thought he was the ultimate cool, sophisticated hero. Do you know what I mean? My dream as a kid, like when I say kid, I mean a teenager, was to come home, which invariably he did. He'd come back to his hotel suite, he'd open the door, there'd be a trail of clothes, and he'd follow it, he'd go into the bedroom, there'd be a beautiful woman in the bed, you know.
You'd have said, clean up, what are you doing? You're messy. I'm gonna get my mum to clean all this up now.
Mum,
she's got a bad back.
There's a nudie lady in my bed. And as I say, I used to think he was really cool and sophisticated, and it's only of late that I've sort of revisited these films, and I tell you what, it's his jokes.
Oh!
He is the most infuriating man ever.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know why people in the films consider him so... I mean, I think the reason that women in the films are always being seduced by him is because, if you notice, they've normally got English as a second language.
Right.
So they don't understand. So when he's making those jokes...
So they don't know when he goes, just keeping the British end up.
Yeah, I'm just attempting re-entry.
Yeah.
If that was a British woman, she'd be going, what?
Yeah,
What are you talking
don't
about,
say
you
that. That
dirty
sounds
bastard?
awful, and it's a terrible
It's
pun,
so
Roger.
rude, what am I?
Yeah, what am I? Yeah.
one where he-
And they just laugh
They
politely.
just laugh coquettishly and then, you know, unzip their dress normally.
Yeah.
But some of the guys, there was one where he's being chased by a guy in a moped or something, and the guy plummets off a cliff and smashes through a van which is full of feathers, and he plummets to his death, and Bond just says, all those feathers, and he still couldn't fly. What are you talking about? What do you mean it's not a joke? It's just words. There was one where in Moonraker, he punches this guy, he's having a fight, he punches him through a plate glass window, and he lands on a piano, and Bond goes, play it again, Sam. And there's the one, I always remember there's the one in one of the early films where he throws a guy in the bath and electrocutes him by throwing in a thing, and then he goes absolutely shocking. But I'm just thinking, you've just killed a man.
I know.
You're a psychopath.
Yeah.
And it's just so excruciating. If someone was doing those kind of jokes in the office, you would hate them. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't want to talk to them. They'd be a bore.
I know, everything's a little one-liner. I know, and everything's a pun.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, he's a bloody good secret agency.
That's true.
So, you know, they're not hired for their, wit and, stand-up ability.
Exactly.
So, you know, there's swings and roundabouts.
Yeah.
I doubt Johnny Vegas could, save the world.
That's true enough, yeah.
So, think on different people, different needs.
Absolutely fine.
Is that alright then,
You got
Carl?
any other questions or anything, Steve?
Well, it's not so much a question, but it's something that I think might be of interest to you, Carl. I was reading about this in the paper, and I know how fascinated you are by people of the Japanese persuasion. 2 elderly men found on a remote island are believed to be Japanese soldiers in hiding since 1945, desperate to go home. Diplomats from Tokyo are investigating the claims of these men, who are 87 and 83.
What? What are you thinking there?
Well, no, go on.
I know what you're thinking. Go on. Say what you're thinking.
Are they that old, though?
Why? Why? Say why.
I don't want to. Just leave it.
Carl's got a theory. Well, I mean, I don't think this is fine. I'd say that Carl's views don't reflect the views of XFM, right? Carl's got a theory that Oriental people don't age well.
Sure. Let Carl.
Yeah, but that annoys me the way. Yeah, but I think people will probably agree with me. But for some reason, the first time I said that, I wasn't even worried about it. But now, because of the reaction of people, I don't understand. I don't know why I can't say that.
What's your theory? Explain your theory in a nutshell.
Just like you don't see sort of a 33-year-old Chinese person. They're either. No, but at the same time...
What do you mean you don't see a 33-year-old
I'm not having a go.
person?
At the same time, you don't see that many fat ones either. So, in a way, that's good news. Nobody would be upset about that.
But what do you mean
But
you don't
your
see
news isn't bad news, because it's not true.
But wait, stop. What do you mean you don't see a 33-year-old Chinese person? I don't understand. What do you mean you don't see them? What do you see then?
Sort of, young ones. And then, like, you don't see that middle ground.
What this theory's based on.
So you see old ones and then you see young ones, but you never see any in between.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So what's the oldest Chinese person you've seen before the age of 33? How old do you think?
About 22.
22. So you've seen lots of 22-year-olds. So you've seen range from babies to 22-year-old Chinese people. That's fact, okay? And then what gap do you miss out? When do they pop back up on the radar for you? What age has a Chinese person got to be older than that?
Well, 49.
It's always so specific. What do you mean when you say they don't age well? What do you mean they don't age well? You mean that middle-aged ones look old?
Because you think at 23, when it's 23, happy birthday to you, and they look up, and oh jeez, it's 52. What do you mean?
No, I just mean they don't age that well. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know what it is in them, but they just don't. Alright then, here's a question. You tell me of a Chinese person on the telly who's about 32.
Tell me of a Chinese person on the telly first. Give us the great gamut of Chinese talent currently on British TV, right? And I'll pick and choose. Go on then.
Bruce Lee?
How long has he been dead, Bruce Lee? 70s, wasn't it? And
Unbelievable.
not really on the telly much, was he? Okay.
What age was he when he died?
33, I think.
Well, I would have never guessed that.
Well, what do you think? How old do you think he was?
Probably about 42.
What, you know Burt Kwok?
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah. Do you remember the Pink Panther films?
No.
Okay. He wasn't that old in them, because it was 60s, 70s.
But how old did he look, though? If he walked in and someone said, you never guess how old he is, what would you have said? Right then, there's my point then. There's my point.
I have to say, I've been listening to you two talk, and I like the idea that there's people who've been waiting 18 months for some of this. for the Kant discussion, the Orientals.
Do you know what I think? I think Kant, as a philosopher, is very popular in Essex, because I hear him saying his name all the time whenever I go through. What? They all shout. Okay. Oh. I've got some new comedy characters.
I can't believe my luck.
You know I love the work of comedy greats like Chris Moyles and Noel Edmonds. I've got some really funny comic characters that'll be popping in and out of the studio.
Save them.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Badly Drawn Boy. All possibilities on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington, and a few new characters. Steve,
I can't believe
as
that.
you said, you know, I know you love Moyles and his sort of wacky stuff, and
Chris Moyles,
Edmonds,
one of the greats, one of the
and
greats.
Edmonds, and just all
No, Edmonds.
well, I'm going to go along the same sort of vein. I've come up with a couple of. Can I do a little? Can I show you one?
I'm excited.
Okay, well, it always starts with a sort of doorbell. So it goes, ding dong. I go, oh no, hold on, Steve, hold on, Karl. Who's that at the door?
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, hello. Oh, look. It's Camp David, the right queer gay. Oh, hello. Hello. You look all gay today. Is that because it's nice weather? Oh, no, that's not what it means. Oh, have you got a girlfriend, Camp David, the right queer gay? No, but I've got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, bye. Right.
Oh.
Ding dong. Oh, it's another one.
Hang on.
Another comic. Hello. Oh, look. It's Holy Fuck, the little funny Chinese fella. Wait, that's his name, Karl.
That's his name, Karl.
Karl. Hello, Holy Fuck. Harold.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine.
Mr. Fuck. You can call me Holy if you want. No, I'd prefer to call you Fuck.
Yeah.
Right? You're right.
Nothing wrong with this so far.
No. Have you got a girlfriend, Mr. Fuck? Achoo. Oh, you haven't got that stars, have you?
Yeah.
No, that's my girlfriend's name. See? Yeah.
That's clever.
Oh, just before you go, Mr. Fuck, I've got two things here. I've got a nice trilby hat that you could wear, or I've got a little lampshade.
Right.
Right? Which one do you want to put on your head and walk around? I presume the Trilby.
No, but it's not.
No.
Yeah.
Lampshade.
Lampshade, of course.
Bye.
See
See you later.
Yeah. I thought they were genius. Can I be honest? I mean, I'll be honest. I thought they were brilliant. I thought they were. You didn't steal them off Chris Smalls,
No,
did you?
no, they're original. They're original
Sometimes
characters.
Chris Smalls has done stuff as good as that.
I know, yeah, I know, but no, these are all mine. So there you go. We'll be hearing more from Camp David, the right queer gay, and Holy Fuck the funny little Chinaman. What? All right, Carl. Yeah. Is that your sort of humour? It might not be your sort of humour.
You just should have run it past me before you did it.
Yeah.
What one are you worried about in particular?
The not Camp David.
Well, say his name.
No.
Say his name.
I'm not
Which one? I don't know which one you mean.
The Chinese fella.
Well, I forget who that was. What was his name? I can't remember.
Well, if you can't remember, it can't be that good, so we'll leave it. We won't do it again. Right? I'll tell you what I've got, Steve.
Oh, what?
I'll tell you what I'm thinking.
Go on.
Right. Do you know, like, TV programmes sort of get rested in the winter?
Ding dong. Oh no.
Hang on, who's this?
Oh,
Go on.
hello again. Not now, Mr. Fuck. We're talking. Bye.
Is that Holy Fuck again?
Yeah. Okay, God. Look at God's face. Right, okay, that's it now. I'm not answering the door anymore. Right, okay, go on.
Right, yeah.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. He's trying to get in. You've got. Don't be impolite, Rick. Come on, Rick. He wants to come in.
No, it's too late. It's too late. He's gone away now. Go on.
Right, anyway, what I'm
Nice
thinking
hat.
is, Rockbusters coming back for a bit.
What? What are you talking about?
He likes my idea. He likes my characters. He doesn't like that idea.
If I
Go on, what, Carl?
no,
what?
I was going to say, if I came up with
With what? Name it.
with that Chinese fella.
What was his name
for
again?
a
I keep
sketch,
forgetting.
you wouldn't have liked it. So let's do Rockbusters and see how it goes. I know you weren't a fan of it, but
Hang on.
Yeah,
I
but
thought-
to be honest, Carl, he dissed Cheap as Chimps, and we know that's a brilliant idea.
Hang on. Sorry. We all agreed that Rockbusters was a piece of old toss.
no, I didn't. I said it needed
And that's why
resting.
we stopped doing it.
I said it needed resting for a bit.
I don't remember that conversation. What do you mean it needed resting? We abandoned it because it was appalling. You it started off as a nice idea, but you just gone crazy. None of it made any
Let's play a
sense.
record and come back to this, shall we? What do you want to play?
Bit of sugar.
Oh,
Yeah, brilliant. That'll cheer us all
I
up.
don't know why you were thinking of bringing this back. I'm genuinely worried about this.
Well,
Is that the doorbell? I would be lying, Rick, if I told you that didn't feature in my list of the best singles ever.
that's lovely. It's a
If I can't change your mind, Sugar.
great pop tune.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I think Carl's worried about one of the names of my characters, so I'm changing the gay fella's name to David Gray, the bent pianist. That's what. Oh, ding dong! Who's
on,
that?
who's this?
Oh, hello! Oh, look, it's David Gray, the bent piano player. Oh, all right.
I thought it was going to be Columbo. That would enjoy. Ding dong.
And my wife loves you. Yeah. Hello. Oh, I don't believe it. Look who's turned
I
up,
can't
Carl.
believe that.
Do you want to do Rockbusters, Steve? Now, can we
Okay,
do
listen.
it?
With the whole Rockbusters.
Steve,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah. Where are you?
I'm in one of the capital's many burger joints. I'm just about to go up now and order some burgers.
Where are you? Where are you in?
I'm in McDonald's in Leicester Square.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
What are you getting? Just get
Hang on a sec. Yep.
get
Hello
too
there. I
many.
need to order 5 regular hamburgers, please. If that's all right. Sorry. 5 hamburgers. Yes. You're probably wondering why I'm ordering only 5 hamburgers, aren't you? And let me tell you why. My friend is going to try and break the world record for putting burgers into his fat, stupid face. What do you make of that? Exciting?
Yeah.
Do you wish him good luck?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Tyre.
Tyre?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much, Tyre. I'll try and get Tyre to wish you good luck in a minute, Carl. The coming shortly.
Five should be enough.
The world record is what? 3?
3, yeah.
Okay, good. I don't know what. Oh, here we go. How much is that? 3.45.
$3.45 for 5 hamburgers.
Good, isn't it? It's good value.
It is really, isn't it?
Really, yeah. I mean, if there's anyone from from McDonald's listening, they'd probably want to give us some free stuff. I would have thought. I would have thought, Rick. you just wish my friend good luck before he's just on the end of the line there. Just say good luck, Carl.
Good luck.
Alright then.
There you are. That's the people from McDonald's wishing you good luck. Carl, I'll be back shortly with the burgers.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Do you want the pickles left in?
5 burgers here, yep. And, so I don't know, how should we begin, Carl? Do you want to just look at the size of these burgers? They're quite small.
Look, they can see it on webcam, can't they? They can see us stuffing these burgers into your mouth. And by the way, I'm filming this, Steve. Look,
Brilliant.
Look, I've got a camcorder. Yeah. We'll put this on unseen footage on a DVD or something.
Or maybe on the website.
On the Oh, Carl, what if you break the record?
Okay, Carl, I'm coming round now to just monitor this and adjudicate.
What's the web? If people want to see this on the webcam, what is it?
xfm.co.uk.
Right, okay. Hold on. Oh, can I, Steve,
I'm
can I do that?
I'm not being funny, right, but I think I have got, like, a bit of a wheat thing.
You've got a bit of a what?
A wheat allergy thing.
Don't give me that!
No, seriously, my head's... I've been eating a lot of shredded wheat recently. And my head's got a bit bigger.
Carl, I don't think you can let us down now, mate. So you just got to put that first.
No, I can't put that like that in my mouth on its. I've got to break it up. I've got to break it up.
You can't break it up.
Can't break it up.
It doesn't say you can on the rule thing.
It does.
It doesn't. I can't look. I physically can't.
Try it.
I can't look. I'd have to be Jade Goody to be able to do that. Seriously, look. Oh.
Try it. Yeah, I know, but you're not approaching it right. That's it.
Come on, go on!
That's all I'm saying. Keep going.
God, he's not going to do one!
Keep going. That's good work. Keep going.
How did I get 3 in? Keep pushing.
Ease it in. Ease it
Keep
in.
pushing. Get one in at least.
Ease it
Get
in.
one in at least. Get one in.
Ease it in.
Get one in. Push it.
That's one. Let's go with another one.
Carl, disappointing. You couldn't even get one whole burger in your mouth.
I did kind of.
Yeah, but there was a bit sticking out. It just looked messy.
But you were saying about putting it in whole, and I don't think that's the rule.
Okay.
It's like you can get more in a suitcase if you put things in properly. So you don't just get all your clothes and chuck them in. So it's about. I reckon you've got to rip it up a bit.
Okay, do that then. See how many you can get in. You've got to get in 2.
No, just one.
No.
Well, it's
don't
three.
pack it in. What do you do? Pack your cheeks first.
Honestly, Steve, my head is swelling a bit because I have got a wheat allergy.
That'd be good then, there'd be more room. Right, okay, look, Carl is now just sticking it in his cheek.
Right. Yeah.
Don't eat any.
You can't swallow any. It's like a hamster, you've got to work it like a hamster.
Yeah, stick it in, come on. Look at his face.
He looks like Marlon Brando in The Godfather.
Come on. Don't lose any yet. Right.
Pack it in, then use your fingers to pack it in.
Come on!
Wedge it in. Like you're grating the bath.
I can't do this either.
Keep going. Keep going, don't give up so early. This is part of the problem. You just give up, Carl, too quickly.
You failed again. It's like your history O level. Come on, Carl. Come on. Do something well. Succeed at something. Push it in. You've got nearly a half a burger there. Oh, I'll come round there. You're chewing. Don't chew.
I've got a bit of food.
I don't know what he said, but is that
Is that a whole one? No, it's not. I can see bits left.
Come on, Carl. Come on, keep working at it. Keep working at it. Look, there's so much space in your mouth, I can see it.
He's going red. Okay. Okay, we'll do another one.
We'll do another one. That one then.
We're doing a. Oh, are you alright?
Are you going to be sick?
Are you alright?
Alright.